So now open up your books on this chapter, Midnight Visitor. So we were doing Midnight Visitor. I'm writing on the board, Midnight Visitor. And here on the screen, it is quite visible to you all that where we have to stand. So what we have studied in the chapter? We have studied in the chapter that a sable who was not at all fitting into the explanation of that he is not at all fitting into the explanation of a secret agent. And for this reason, what has happened that another secret agent, that is Max, who was his rival, he has come secretly into his room in order to take hold of the file, which included secret documents of the missiles, which if it would be in the wrong hands or which if it would be in the hands of some other people, what it would do, it would change the course of the history. So what has happened? Even Max, he wanted to get hold of those, you can say, secret papers. And Fowler, who is a writer, he has come to take the interview of Sable, that how he is able to solve all the great cases, how he is able to do so. So ultimately what has happened, but as Sable and Fowler, after passing through the balcony of the hotel, they have entered into the room. It was dark outside also and in the room too. And at that moment, what has happened? What has happened at that moment that he has seen another man standing in the center of the room. Who was that? Sable. Even Sable was surprised to see that man. He was none other than Max. So what kind of man Max was? There is nothing thought to be called as menacing about Max, because he is tall, slender, having, you can say, crafty features, and but only his face, it was giving the, you can say, it was just giving the display of a fox. It means only his face, it shows that how clever, how crafty he was. And except that the gun that he was holding, nothing seemed to be menacing about him. Then Sable thought that I was expecting you. I am not expecting you here. That how you have come here. So from here onwards, the page is being displayed onto your screens, and it is page number 16. So, sorry. Sable moved to the armchair and sat down heavily. You will see how quick the mind of Sable was. He sat to an armchair, but his mind was still working. He sat down heavily. Heavily means in a relaxing manner. Why heavily said? Because he was a fat man also. I'm going to raise the devil with the management this time. You can bet on it. He said grimly. In a hot voice, he said that this time it will really be a trouble. This is the second time. He said that I will definitely talk to the management this time, because this is the second time in a month that somebody has intruded into my room without my permission. And how that happened, I don't know. This is the second time in a month that somebody has got into my room through that nuisance of a balcony. Paula's eyes went to the single window of the room. It was an ordinary window against which now the night was pressing blackly. So what he said, that when he pointed towards the window, Fowler's eyes immediately followed to the window. Which window Sable is talking about? There was just one window in the room at that time. It was a normal window, and what he said, that outside the window, it was complete black. Okay, nothing was visible. So of this point, Sable will take the advantage. Balcony, Max said, with a rising inflection. Rising inflection means the sound of the voice raised. He said, balcony, you are saying? No, a passkey. I did not know about the balcony. It might have saved me some trouble had I known. He said, is there a balcony outside this? If I knew this, why should I have taken the trouble to arrange a passkey, which is really very difficult for me, and I have come here. It's not my balcony. Osable, see the another point of Osable means what you have to, how you will understand. You have to understand each and every point that is being spoken by Osable. Then you will come to know about his complete plan. It's not my balcony. He said, yes, there is a balcony, but it's not my balcony. It belongs to the next apartment. So to what it belongs? It belongs to the next apartment, he said. It's not my balcony. Next, outside this room, there is another apartment and this balcony is a part of that apartment. He glanced explanatory at Fowler. You see, he said, this room used to be a part of a large unit. And the next room, through that door, there used to be a living room. It had the balcony which extends under my window now. So what he's saying, he's telling about the background of that room, that actually this room, it was a large unit, means it is not a single room earlier. And this room in which they were standing, it is just it is just part of the living room which is attached to that window of the next apartment. It means what Osable he wants to highlight here is that he wanted to explain to Max that his room is not alone here. It is attached to some other room. It means the persons in the next room will easily come to know, can easily come into his room through this window. You can get onto it from empty room 2 doors down, and somebody did last month. He said there is no way to come into my room to arrange a passkey because 2 months earlier, last month, what has happened that through this empty room, 2 doors, there after 2 doors there is an empty room and somebody has entered through this room to my room. The management promised to block it off, but they haven't. He said, I complained the management also. They said that they will block it, but they haven't done it. So this is the reason I thought that you have entered through the balcony. But has Max entered through the balcony? No. He has arranged a passkey and through which he has come into the room. Max glanced at Fowler, who was standing stiffly, not far from Osable, and waved the gun with the commanding gesture. Please sit down, he said. We have a wait of half an hour, I think. So Max, he looked at Fowler. Fowler, he was standing stiffly. He had no other option. He was surprised to see that I have come for an interview. But what has happened here? So he waved his gun. Who waved his gun? Fowler, who was holding gun. He said, he pointed with his finger like with his gun. Sit down. And ultimately, we have a wait of half an hour, I think. He said for half an hour, it will take almost half an hour, this complete process. You just sit down. 31 minutes, Osable said moodily. Osable said, no, it's not half an hour. It's going to be 31 minutes. The appointment was for 12:30. He's pinpointing exactly to the amount of time when the appointment is to be there. I wish I knew how have you learned about the report, Max. He said, I think that you know, Max. What about the report? The little spy smiled evilly. Means evilly, in an evil manner he smiled. He said, yes, I know. And we wish we knew how your people get the report. But no harm has been done. I will get it back tonight. What is that? Who is at the door? At that moment, Max said, you know that how your people has got this report, but I know how I have to get it back. Then he said, who is at the door? Fowler jumped at the sudden knocking at the door. Fowler was surprised that someone was knocking at the door. Who was there at the door? Osable just smiled. Osable, he knew that who was there. That will be the police, he said. I thought that such an important paper as the one we are waiting for should have a little extra protection. What he said, I think that's the police because I think that the kind of papers I have in my custody, they are of great importance. And I demanded some extra custody from the police. And it is just because of this reason that the police has come here in order to provide extra protection to these papers. Now that will be a trouble for Max. Police at the door. Max bit his lip nervously. It means he turned out to be nervous. The knocking was repeated. There was again and again knocking at the door. What will you do now, Max? Osable asked. What will you do now? If I do not answer the door, they will enter anyway. The door is unlocked and they will not hesitate to shoot. Now, Osable said, now Max, what will you do? Now you know, if I will not open the door, the persons at the door, who means Osable claims it to be policeman, that the policemen who are at the door, they will come inside without my permission. They will break the door and they have their guns, and without my permission, they will shoot at you. Max's face was black with anger as he backed swiftly towards the window. He was black with anger that what he was saying. The police has come. It is going to be a trouble for him. He swung a leg over the sill. See, you can see in the picture of the next page that I'm sharing with you that how he turned his one leg onto the window. See here in the picture. How he turned his one leg onto the window because he thought that there is a balcony outside. He put his one leg on that side of the windowsill, but his gun was still pointing towards him. Max's face was black with anger. He backed swiftly towards the window. He swung a leg over the sill. Send them away. I will wait on the balcony. Send them away, or I'll shoot and take my chances. What he said, I'll wait on the balcony. He said, I will wait on the balcony. Just drive them away. Send that policeman away. Otherwise, you will have to face fatal results. The knocking at the door became louder and louder, and a voice was raised, Mr. Orsable, Mr. Orsable. So the knocking was loud because someone who was asked to come, when there was no answer from inside, somebody inquired, Mr. Orsable, are you inside? Keeping his body twisted so that his gun still covered the fat man and his guest, the man at the window, he grasped the frame with his free hand to support himself. So he was keeping his one leg onto the windowsill. He was pointing out towards Osable. So the man at the window, his gun, it was still pointing towards Osable as well as Fowler, and he wanted that he should escape without any problem. And then he swung his other leg up and over the windowsill. Then he has swung his other leg, means when you have to jump, when you will first put your one leg, then you swung your another leg in order to jump. This is a normal process we all do. The door knob turned. By this moment, what happened? The knob of the door, it turned, means somebody is going to enter the room. Swiftly, Max pushed with his left hand to free himself from the sill and dropped to the balcony. It means Max, he jumped from the window so that he could reach the balcony there. And then as he dropped, he screamed once shrilly, but when he dropped, there was a loud sound, screaming sound, that it hurt, that he was hurt. The door opened and a waiter stood there with a tray, a bottle and 2 glasses. So when the door was opened, who was there? There was not any policeman outside the room. Who was there? It was none other than a waiter who has come up with 2 glasses and a drink. And here is the drink you ordered for when you returned, he said, and set the tray on the table. Deftly means quickly. He immediately put the tray onto the table, uncorked the bottle and left the room. He opened the bottle, removed the cork from the bottle, and he left the room. White-faced Fowler stared after him, but he stammered the police. Now Fowler was surprised. He was saying that at the door there was a policeman, but where are the policemen? No policeman has appeared. So this is the trick of Osable. There was no police, Osable said. Only Henry, whom I was expecting. He said, actually, I knew that there is not going to be any policeman. I was expecting Henry at this time who is going to come. But won't that man on the balcony? Fowler said, but that man on the balcony again, if he will come again into the room? Osable said, no, he won't come back. Because you see, my young friend, there is no balcony. It means it was a plan of a sable that across this, you can say, window, there is a balcony. Means if a person will jump, he will reach to the balcony, but it was not there. He has landed onto the ground and he has hurt himself. It means that a sable has tackled Max in another way. So very tricky chapter that we have studied, and how a sable he has got rid of, you can say, Max. So this is the intelligence. So this is actually the thrill of the day for Fowler. He has come to take an interview of the secret agent, and you will see, and you see here that how it has happened to him, and he is able to get hold of Max. Okay, right? So I hope that with this the chapter is clear. Now coming up to the question answers, textual questions. Please see on the book. Yes. So here it is being displayed on the books. One moment, please. So here the first question is, a sable did not fit in any description of a secret agent Fowler had ever read. What do secret agents it looks and films looks like, in your opinion? So you know that they are quite agile, slender, lean, very active, and they must be equipped with, you can say, number of, you can say, arms, and moreover some bodyguards must be accompanying them, and ultimately they are going to be living in a very mysterious kind of atmosphere. But nothing was there in case of Osable. He was just living into a very gloomy sort of French hotel, where it was as normal for as a human being. So whatever it is being depicted in the novels or in the, you can say, films, it is quite seems to be inappropriate in case of Osable. So this is the reason why Fowler was feeling that this is something different for that of Osable. Discuss in groups or in class some stories or movies. So this is your personal opinion. Second question is, how does Osable manage to make Max believe that there is a balcony attached to his room? So, as we have read in the chapter, that first of all, Osable has told Max that somebody last month has entered through this balcony, and he has also complained to the management. And he has made it clear that the management has promised him that they would block that passage. And he has also given a reference to the background of this room, that this room, it is a single room, but actually it was a part of a big unit. So that was just a part of a living room, but now an extension has been made from this room, and this you can say window, which is the single window in the room, it is separating this room from the balcony of the another apartment. He has also told that one can easily come to his room after two doors. But Max, who has not come up with complete information about his room, he got into his, you can say, you can say, conversation. He believed that this, of course, window, it leads to a balcony, but actually it was not. He has fallen onto the ground, and ultimately this is what advantage Osable has taken over, and how this is how he has got rid of Max. So looking back, third question is, looking back to the story, when do you think Osable thought up his plan for getting rid of Max? When he has thought up his plan, had he any time, or he knew that somebody was there in his room? No, he did not know at all. He did not know. So when he has made his plan, when he sat heavily on the chair. He was involving Max in conversation so that he can get some time to think. This is the greatness of his mind, that how he is involving other people in his conversations, and he's getting time how to get rid of Max. It was not like that he has planned his thought, or he has a plan in his mind right start from the beginning. No, he did not do so. He already had it when he has seen what he has seen, when he has seen Max standing into the room. And at that very moment, what he has done, he has made up his plan. He has come out with his plan, right? So the next question, talk about it. In this story, a Sable shows great presence of mind, or the ability to think quickly and act calmly and wisely in a situation of danger and surprise. So this is the message that is being depicted here in the poem. That how we should behave. We should behave with calmness. Whenever we have surprise, we should act wisely. Give examples from your own experience. That is again completely upon your creativity, that how you have acted wisely when you have come up with such kind of difficult situation in which you don't have any way out, and how you have tackled the situation. You will write it on your own. Next is discuss what you would do in the situation described below. So what you have done, you would have been perplexed. You would have been confused. You would not have acted as wisely as a Sable has done. Okay. So it is just because that he's a secret agent, and it is because of this reason that he has come up with this plan. So write down some extra questions for it. 1 or 2 questions, please write down on your books. The first question is, why did Fowler want to meet a Sable? Why did Fowler want to meet a Sable? Why did he want? He wanted to interview a Sable because you can say a Sable who is a great secret agent, and he is capable of solving thousands of cases, and he wanted to inquire, also not inquire, he wanted to interview him and get to know how he is able to solve those cases. This is the reason why he has come to know about a Sable. Write down next question. Write down please. Why did a Sable frame the story of balcony? Why did a Sable frame the story of balcony? A Sable has framed the story of balcony because, or he wanted to get rid of Max. He wanted to get rid of Max. He wanted to, you can say, get rid of Max, who has come up to get hold of the file or the secret documentation of missiles, which could change the course of the history. So what he did, he created a false story about the balcony, that this balcony, it is a part of the another living room of that joining room. But actually there was no balcony there. It was directly falling down to the ground, and into this plan, Max has been trapped, and ultimately a Sable was able to get rid of him in this manner, right? So now, next is, was there a balcony outside the window? Given senses, no. There was no balcony outside, you know, okay, that there was no balcony outside, okay. So how you come to know? Because from the very first point when it was mentioned, it was complete dark. Complete dark means this is a point to be hidden here. It means that a Sable was not able to see outside whether there was any balcony or not. He thought that it was so. Okay. And secondly, the type of story a Sable was framing. It is also giving out that there was it is also signifying that there was no balcony. He was just, you can say, cooking up a story, concocting the story, right? So ultimately, it was only the plan of a Sable who has made it, who has tailored it, or it was a tailor-made plan which he has come out at that time in order to get rid of Max, right? So with this, we have the discussion of the question answers, right? So after that, we will again in the next, you can say, in the next lecture, we will have the discussion. So with that, this chapter is going to be completed.